do with this now that the wrinkles are out? And she's like, well, you should probably wash it.
Well, get circumcised. That'll get rid of some of the wrinkles.
That's right.
We're talking about Bob Dole chasing Elizabeth Dole. She'd been elected president, chasing her around Air Force One.
Yes.
All right, guys, you ready for the second half?
Yeah, I think that should have been a segment.
It should have been, but you guys started talking faster than I could.
I am pro-booby. Let me just go on the record.
Yeah, let's do the segment on that.
We'll do that later. But I'm with Brooke on this one. Look, this is an apolitical thing. Boobs are kind of universal.
I don't care if you're liberal or if you're conservative. We can all get behind boobs.
That's right. And if it's Rosie O'Donnell, we can all get behind.
Hey, some of those guys have a pretty nice rack.
That's right. We saw him at the Rodney Carrington.
I'm telling you, there you go.
It was disgusting. But I'm as interested in saving those.
What's that
boobs.
thing he does? He says, "Show me your boobs."
Show them to me.
He sings it, and women actually got up and pulled their shirts up and showed their boobs. At the Flash, it was a Rodney Carrington concert for all to see.
You wouldn't know because
One of
he's
them had a
kind of
pretty nice rack.
below your intellectual level, but he's a cowboy comedian kind of thing.
Okay, when you say
Did a lot of Bob and Tom.
Music.
Oh,
Right?
he does sing.
Oh.
A lot of singing.
Fred's riding, Fred's riding, Fred.
This song was produced under the influence of marijuana. If you were stoned, you'd be laughing your ass off right
That's
now.
right.
Going, that Fred song's whooping my ass. Cut it out.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Vivian Vance.
I don't know who that is.
No, wait a minute. Wait. You know who Vivian Vance?
She was.
Was this the ad girl, the commercial
Ethel
girl?
on.
Yes.
I Love Lucy.
Ethel and I Love Lucy. Vivian
Ethel
Vance.
Mertz.
Still alive or dead?
She's kicking.
She is in fact dead. She died at the age of 70 a long time back in
Now we're
1979.
You need to say that this is a Halloween thing. That's
We're
why
doing
we're
a
doing
Halloween
dead thing.
special. We're not being morbid. Well, actually, we are. This is our Halloween special. As if you couldn't tell.
Ooh, I'm going
And
dressed as a
we're
liberal.
playing the game. Who's alive? Who's dead? Who's still kicking? All right,
And you
here
need
you
your
go.
hand out.
Yeah, and you're buying my costume.
Cloris Leachman.
Oh, Cloris Leachman.
Cloris
Leachman.
Leachman is alive.
Still alive. Cloris Leachman is still alive. That
and
was easy.
she's still working.
That's like asking, Betty White. All right, Betty White.
Alive.
Yeah, she's still alive.
Those are free points.
That's right. Try this. Doris Day.
Oh.
I'll go alive.
Doris Day's still alive. She is in fact still alive. She's 88
Well,
years
I've got
old.
nothing against her. I just voted. Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed that she's still alive.
I know her nephew,
What?
Doris Days.
You know Doris Day's nephew.
Yeah.
Latter day.
Doris Latter Day. She turned Mormon.
That's right.
What's it? All right. Well, maybe we shouldn't mention his name.
No,
But
we
how do
won't
you happen to
mention.
know Doris Day's
He
nephew?
lives around the corner, down the street from us.
Doris Day's nephew lives on our street,
Oh, on Wentworth Street.
on Wentworth Street. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you also know.
And I know Doris Day's locksmith.
I know a lot of people who know a lot of other people. You also happen to know Kurt Vonnegut's nephew, don't you?
Yes,
Mm.
Nord Vonnegut, who
Nord
has
Vonnegut.
written a very interesting book called Top Producer.
I have to check
And
that
people should read that. Everybody should buy that book.
You
Buy
know-
that book. Buy that book.
You know-
Top Producer.
You know Stephen Colbert's nephew.
I do.
Ironically.
out. You even know his brother.
I do. I know
Um,
some of the Colbert family.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, I know someone who knows George Patton's, I guess it is his grandson. And you know that famous painting they show in the movie when George C. Scott's having his painting done and they show this painting of him? Well, that's a takeoff of the actual painting of Patton, and they've got it hanging in their living room.
Huh.
They're right around this area, some of the
Can you
Charleston
imagine
area.
that son of a gun looking at you every day?
I know, I tell you what, you wouldn't put it in your bedroom.
I'd feel
Is he
intimidated.
like pointing a big pistol?
No, but he's got this look on his face like, you better come through.
That's
All right, how about this? Gene Stapleton.
Who is that?
Edith Bunker.
Oh.
Archie.
Dead.
She's alive. I thought she was dead too. I was so certain she was dead. I think that's her sister that died. Maureen Stapleton.
That's her sister?
Yeah, Maureen Stapleton's Gene Stapleton's sister.
Okay.
Try this.
She's dead.
Lauren
Oh.
Bacall.
That wasn't
I'm
a
not
guess.
asking you that.
Oh, Lauren Bacall's alive.
Lauren McCall is alive.
I go alive.
Lauren Bacall is in fact alive. Man, that got this. When she was in that movie with Humphrey Bogart, you know how to whistle, don't you? You just put your lips together and blow. Well, that was it. Humphrey Bogart immediately went and got a divorce. I think.
That's right, yeah.
Baby, we're going out. All right, how
Little
about
did
this?
she know that that line would be set across the internet by alien lesbian.
Kirk Douglas.
Kirk? Douglas?
Kirk Douglas, not Michael.
I think
Kirk
he's dead.
Douglas.
I think.
He just.
Kirk Douglas is alive. I thought he was dead too. In fact, he is still alive.
We are so off on this.
I know. I could have sworn I heard that
I
Kirk Douglas was
know.
dead, but according to this news report, he's still alive.
You know, we should change this to wanted, dead or alive.
Yeah.
Whether we want them
who
dead or
do we
alive.
want dead? Who do we want alive? All right. How about this one? Harry Morgan
From MASH?
from
Yeah.
MASH. Great character actor, Harry Morgan, and did MASH. I liked him better than the guy he replaced.
Insane.
I'm gonna say he's alive.
Harry Morgan is alive. He's 95 years old, and he's in fact alive. Thank God, that's the end of this segment, because now we can start talking about boobs again.
What? What's your score?
16.
So when we put the stuff in, we'll put in the game and boobs. Who's dead and boobs. All right, well, in that case,
Death and boobs.
Whose boobs do you want dead?
Whose boobs did you admire most? You cannot say your own spouse or anybody you ever dated. A total stranger, someone whose boobs you've never had the pleasure to meet.
It has to be somebody famous.
Look, let's just hold on.
It's got to be somebody famous, somebody we
We
all
need- I need
know
to think
who had
about that.
superior boobs.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go into this next segment because this is kind of a thought process.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back
And I
with
would be-
boobs on
You just
Colbertradio.
can't do this right off the top of your
And
head.
I would be uncomfortable answering that question in front of, say,
Brooke
my
has an unfair
father-in-law dressed as
advantage.
a lesbian.
She has the equipment.
She's probably gonna be like, mine. I own them. I
I'll be
carry
right
them with
back
me
with
whenever I go.
Colbertradio.com.